Greetings, you people. Hello, my kingdom. What's going on? How has it been? This is Barrar Stone. I do indeed welcome you to Sunday Morning Heroes. We're here once again, and we're about to carry on where we left off. Quill, hello and welcome.
Hey, folks.
And Demonek.
Greetings.
And a kiss for luck.
Hey, you.
All right,
Good
so,
morning.
guys, we're having fun. Well, we had fun. You guys are almost dead, so I had lots of fun.
Yeah, you had fun. We had stress.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1.
it was interesting.
All right, so here's the thing. As time passed, I sort of like moved time really fast for you guys. As the Elven support group, if you will, came in.
My daddy came and saved me.
Exactly. Your daddy came in and saved the day. I dare say, almost too late though. That was pretty close.
Hey, I have one whole hit point that I got
was
because
about to
I rolled
say.
20.
That's right.
We were fine. He had a hit point. I had 3. I mean, what?
I
Big bag was down.
I only had 2 orcs on me. I should be able to take 2 orcs while I'm unconscious, right?
Well, you're sleeping. You're cool, right? I know this is true. No, we had this. The big guy was down. We totally had this. Daddy showed up too late. So.
I have to put in the fact that see, what really scared me about last time was that Tao went toe to toe with something that I thought was probably going to just absolute murder one-on-one combatants, right? That's why he's called Gate Smasher. I mean, he's like, he brings down walls. Obviously, people are a little bit
He
easier.
did drop me. I did go to negative hit points.
Yeah, and then somehow vengeance or something just clawed at you and you just stood up, regardless.
I wasn't going to let no damn filthy orc take me down.
No, couldn't
Yeah.
let that happen.
Like, I was just powered purely by rage.
All right. Well, here's the fun part. Now, since we do have the Elven Horde sort of mopping up the rest of the orcs, some of the orcs are sort of straying. They're running away. The elves are sort of like, you know, kind of not
Killing
wholeheartedly.
orcs?
Well, they're not wholeheartedly giving chase. They're just kind of like, you know, just scattering the group and they're just basically going to, I guess, well, you can tell right now, they're sort of heading towards Delman Ranch, I guess, to more sort of fortify it a bit more and maybe see what they can do. They've got healers as well coming in.
Hey.
So do we.
Yeah. And the people in and around, the commoners, they're still putting out fires, right? The fires that should not have been lit.
Yeah.
Right? I still want to apologize about that.
Are you sure the commoners are putting out fires and not running around outside the city walls trying to die?
Yeah, well, they could be doing that too. Right now, the
We could
elves
let
are
them
here.
this time, though.
The elves are here. They saved
This
the day.
week? Okay.
And now the commoners are giving chase to the orcs. No, I'm just joking. That's not
Chemical crash says loud noise incoming. There's going to be a donation.
Uh-oh, it's gonna be the first one of the day.
Everybody, are you ready?
No, I'm never ready.
Well,
Scrudgy.
obviously, we want to make sure we loot all the things, because I hear there might be something kind of cool kicking around. I could certainly use a little bit of healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somebody has to heal me back up to my feet first before I can start doing things.
Yeah. Probably Eric's top priority. But then I do have to have some entrails stuffed back into my stomach here, so.
Although, I mean, honestly, you're I don't know about I mean, you're not eviscerated. This guy uses, well, no, he uses an axe. Yeah, okay, you're eviscerated. All right.
Yeah, he probably just cleaves down. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking my shoulder has been split open.
Yeah.
You know, and if that was in real life, it should be like 6 months of rehab, and my shoulder would never work properly again anyway.
Yeah.
But since
So-
this is, a movie or a book or whatever, it's like, oh, shoulder wound, that's just a flesh wound. I mean, that's nothing. Never mind that there are a lot of important tendons and bones and shit in there.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
But yeah, blood I think is still like pumping out. Psst, 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 psst.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, okay,
so
we're gonna need some
I'll
really.
run over. I'm right near you. And bandage your sits and then use some spells or something to heal you because I don't think a band-aid's going to do this one.
That might slow it down a little bit.
Oh,
No, you're gonna need some elven
It's
healing,
okay, just rub some dirt in there.
or get some of those
Yeah.
berries,
That's
right?
always-
Just smash them into the wound and kind of rub it around, make some juice. Right.
Juice. Mm.
Save some for
Oh,
later.
God.
Right.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm trying to think.
Special
I'm
healing
actually
foliage.
digressing a lot because I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen with your father. Right. You know what happens? This is what happens. You see, because you got good elven eyes and everything, you see your father is definitely approaching the camp, and with an entourage. And he spots Govanen first, because Govanen is on the north side of the building. And he's standing there, and he's sort of like waving, right? He sees him too.
Right.
So he sees him. And right now, you're pretty badly hurt. I don't know if you're waving or not. So anyway, they seem happy to see each other. And Govanen does say, the sun is here. And it's sort of like... At this particular point, I'd imagine the sun, you kind of like crest over the top of the building. You catch eye, you see him eye to eye. And his face
How long has it been since you've seen him?
Huh? Yeah, how long?
How long has it been since you've seen him?
3 or 4 or 5 years, something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't know if he was coming back or even if I'd ever see him again. So this is actually, I didn't expect this. When he said that last week, he was like, seriously? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, Govanen right now is he's not even really that hurt at all. In fact, he's going to jump down off the building. I'm going to say he makes his tumble check, because that'll be stupid if he didn't. Actually, no, it'd be fun if he did.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he made his tumble check.
I
All
was
right.
about to say I'm jumping off the building. I was going to say I'm jumping off the building to go see my dad, and then I thought, God, I've got like 3 hit points left. If he rolls and I get hurt, I will lay here and die at my father's feet.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he can bring you back. Right, so Govanen jumps down. They're running up, and there's a nice embrace going on. You could follow as well. I'm not going to make you roll a tumble check. It was just going to be funny for Govanen. So there's a little bit of a family reunion going on over there. Tao, not to forget you. You are getting some amount of healing and care. We have what was her
Good, I
name?
need some amount.
Drina. Drina is heading your way to give you some aid. And outside of that, there's another elven healer heading your way as well. Because out of all the people, you seem like you're pretty badly hurt.
Well, I did go over and use actually, I just didn't roll it. So he had some hit points. Let me find things. God, sorry, guys. I said it. It should have happened, right? It should just roll. Come on.
We
Do
lost
it.
the demoniac again.
Yeah, I should actually be unconscious. And yet, I think next week, before we play,
You get 11.
we might consider switching over to something else, like Skype or something for the audio and video. And also, we'll have to make sure we're set up with headphones on everyone.
Oh, fine.
Why is demoniac up in the top corner of my screen? Is this a Roll20 problem? It could be a Roll20 problem. I hope not.
He's just jumped over to somewhere else.
Yeah, no, he's up here. People can barely see. He's outside the
Oh,
map.
behind the map.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the map. And the little
Unusual.
menu.
One second, I'm gonna reboot everything. Sorry, guys. This is mildly comical as it is frustrating. All right, I'm gonna have some coffee. All right, tasty. And also, I would like to point out, maybe it's me too, because it seems like my internet's is pretty slow. Like I'm not getting all the things I usually get.
Again.
All right.
I think we're going to go by echo, so that
We
works.
back in order?
Yeah.
Sort of.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm loading my own map. I'm loading my map at like 1/4 the speed that it usually loads. So I'm wondering if it's a Roll20 thing, or is it just the fact that my internet today is also kind of poop.
Well, our internet as a whole is fine. I just did a speed test.
Oh, did you? Okay. It might just be Roll20 then, which is unfortunate.
It's pretty weird because I haven't had any issues with my internet outside of this.
Stop it.
All right.
Hush.
Let's think this through.
Oh God, Demoniac is Tao. Yes, people
Right.
were moving around there for a bit.
Yeah, for a moment. I'm just gonna skip over, I think, a bit of this. Just because it's gonna be too much for my brain. I've got other things set aside anyway, so we're gonna have plenty to do today. But the family reunion, yes, Tao, you're getting healed, great. Eric, nobody's healing you, nobody cares. Just joking. No, you're getting healed as well.
Well, the villager, the druid, was over by him. No, she was like
Yeah,
right there. So.
Rena was pretty close by.
Okay, yeah. So everybody, you go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put your hit points back to maximum. You're gonna be able to walk around no issue.
Yay.
Whoa.
The commoners are putting out the fires.
Yeah, I'll help trying to put out the fire once I'm up.
Here's something of note though. Here's something of note.
No.
And you're the only one over there at the moment. I do believe. Is anybody with Lasan's father with Lasan and Govanen at the moment, or is she just by herself with him? Is really?
As far as I know, I'm the only one
You're the
there.
only one there.
I think you're the only
Okay.
one there.
Interestingly enough, Lasan, you notice that that your father, in embracing Govanen, you know, like looks at him like very happily, right? Very good to see him and everything, and then he immediately just takes his arm, takes Govanen's arm, and pulls back his sleeve. And on Govanen's arm, there's this scaling structure, right? Just on his arm. It seems like it looks to you like it's stone,
Oh, I've seen that in Game of Thrones.
right? And it's just a scaling structure that's on his arm and everything. And he says, "It's worse since I saw you. What have you been doing?" So there's an interesting thing about that. Govanen he doesn't say much. He sort of just nods to your father, and he requests to talk to your father later about the issue in private because he doesn't want to. You know, you don't know why. He just doesn't. He doesn't want to talk about it right now. So there's that. So there's whatever that's all about.
Whatever that's all about, I
Yeah.
grab Govanen by the arm and say, "You're going to be talking to me too."
Well, I mean,
Bro.
maybe. I mean, you can force yourself in on it or whatever. It's totally fine. This is a family issue, and you're part of the family, so maybe you just
I
you know,
think
whatever.
so.
Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of these fires. These fires they've had their day. Get gone.
Hey.
And what you guys can do now, or at least I suppose Tao and Eric, you guys, well, Eric's dancing around. That's cute. You can go and talk to Chief Delman if you want. Lord of Time coming in with another massive donation. $55. Hope you can get that subscribe button
Wow.
soon. You are awesome, so stay awesome. Thank you very much for that. Right, and well, I should probably mention that they're probably getting an either. Okay, they're dealing with the body of the dumbass kid that was outside the fence. The only
They
person
can do that.
the only person who really died, the only named person who really died. There was
Right.
other commoners who died, right? But you know,
Yeah.
they're,
It wasn't
they're
the Purge who died. It was one of the other ones, wasn't it?
yeah,
Mr. Too Dumb to Live.
yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
T.
it's, we all had Purge pegged as too dumb to live, but he was actually not the one who went out and got knocked down and then died. That was not me.
These bodies, get rid of these bodies, all these dead bodies. Yeah, they're just being taken care of. Otherwise, there's going to be disease. All right, just cluttering up my my view here. There we go.
Yeah, we used them to put out the fires.
There you go. Just flop their
There you
wet
go.
bodies over the top of them. That makes
That
sense.
was-
Smother the blaze.
Probably smells like sweetmeats.
So I'm assuming we're gonna be able to chill and rest here.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you
Well,
can,
that
you can
leaves
rest.
me out.
Here's the thing, though. I would like to point out, besides the great axes and everything, which are being, carried over to the forge, to
Yes.
the blacksmith, and being dumped off over there. Besides that, there is the big guy, the gatecrasher guy. He has,
Yeah, with his blur
Ah,
thing.
right.
Yeah, he's got some things on him that are a little bit different. Okay, now he does have a great axe. All right, he's got two of them. I should
It's an
say.
acceptable axe.
But he carries one in two hands, and he's got one on his back as well, just in case that one breaks for whatever reason. So there's two of those. And they're also upon him, Tao, if you want to take a look, you'll notice that he has three. I believe it was three. Was it three? Yeah, three potions of healing. Right? That he never got to use because you murdered him. I hope you feel bad.
No.
Yeah.
A, it was
I
clearly
have-
self-defense and not murder. B,
I have
even
this-
if it were murder, murder only applies to sentient beings. Orcs
Orcs
don't even
don't
register. No.
See, I
Yeah,
have
and
pictures
also
of how-
murder is a much lesser crime than drinking our treasure.
Yeah.
I have this picture of Tao, this elf running behind her. Like I gave you 11 points of hit points, by the way.
Okay, it was 11.
And somebody else trying to run walking behind her, trying to heal her, and she's just going, yeah, just keep up. Well, she's looting this big thing, bleeding all over it.
Yeah. Ew. All right.
Dark.
Most notably, on the gatecrasher's neck, you find a what is that?
What is that?
Looting bodies. Right. Okay.
Oh, it didn't use up my bonus. It's supposed to add plus 99. There it is.
Looting bodies. Look at this.
Wait, why is it 119?
Because it's Tau.
Oh, right. Okay, very good. But you find a brooch, like or a necklace. No, not a brooch specifically, but a necklace. And on that, it's a normal chain, normal like rope, almost like sinew of like animal as well, just sort of coiled together. And on the base of it is this blend, this amalgamation of teeth and as well as like fur, and it's sitting there. It's it doesn't look ugly specifically. I mean, it sounds like it would be like this ugly thing, but it's done in sort of a design. It's very symmetrical, somehow not off-putting. Exactly. But yeah, that's what you find.
Artistic teeth, Bella. Like
So
you.
he's got his great axe, he's got 3 healing potions, and he's got some sort of, I guess we're going to call it an amulet.
Yeah, we can call it that.
Amulet of bone and sinew.
And yeah, that's a very interesting item.
All right, I'm going to put the amulet on.
I like it on. What? Sorry? What was that you said? I want to
So I'm
make
going
sure
to put the amulet on.
you're going to put the amulet on. Okay, I want you to
Yeah, what
repeat
could
it so for
possibly go wrong?
posterity's sake.
Can we save first? I'm just.
Save.
Yeah. Make a quick save.
There's no saves coming in DMD. D&D. Right.
Blimey. This
Okay,
is like
so
okay.
you put it
Oh
on,
no.
and you feel,
Like dancing.
yeah, you feel sort of lighter, almost. Like you just feel,
Later.
yeah, you feel lighter, and everything around you for a
That's
quick,
enough.
like a very, very quick, like a microsecond, seems to like shift, like completely to the left, and then return. It just kind of goes, everything moves, like the whole earth just moves on you, and then comes with it. And that's it. That's all you know right now.
I see.
Oh. Can we still see her? She hasn't disappeared
Yeah,
or
no, she's
sidestepped
still
into the void or.
Yep.
We'll see what happens in about 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you still see her. She's totally physical and real. Everything's fine. I'm gonna get rid of the big body now because that one's dead. Vagabond, hello and welcome, and thank you for that $73.01 donation. That is over the top. That is the new one. Very awesome. Thank you.
Craziness.
Right. So, good. Now you guys can rest. You want to rest? You can rest. There's plenty of places to rest. There's makeshift beds in some of these cottages, and a lot of the debris that was stacked up against the windows and the far walls and everything to keep, the orcs from coming in through the windows. All of that's being moved back. Beds are being assembled. And, of course, if you want, you can also sleep in the camp that's being made out in the field where the elves are. The elves are sort of like setting up camp in and around Delman Ranch as well.
Right, I assume Lasanne's going to want to camp with the elves.
Yeah, might be a thing. But,
Lasanne?
Lasan?
Ava?
I'm going out with the elves.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Yeah,
going
that's
out
what I was
with
saying.
her.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You didn't hear my head rattling this morning because I'm sorry. I just okay.
We just want to make sure.
That's enough. Go.
I think Eric's just gonna grab a 2x4, put it in his lap. He's just gonna find a nice corner of the buildings, maybe near the fort or something like that. He's just gonna sit down, propped up against the wall, holding the 2x4, and just kind of rest there.
You can do that. Sure.
I'm in a room that all my numbers. We rest.
Woodstone coming in with $51.10. Thank you, man.
Hi,
This is an
God, nice
amazing
this
day.
morning,
All right.
guys. You're being wonderful. Thank you.
It would be
Really
very
nice.
wonderful because I feel like I dropped the ball this morning. I'm like stuttering and I don't have the action coming forth with but thank you.
Yeah, we needed to put a disclaimer across here. We have been trying to have a life. Now we're just burnt.
Yeah. I did make a tweet last night before sleep. I said that in dog beers I've only had 2, right? It was a craft beer festival, right? So we went to that and it was a fantastic evening. That I remember. Very good. So you guys can sleep. We can jump ahead to that
Yes,
sort of
we can jump
scenario.
ahead.
Yeah.
Sitting around the campfire, chatting with Dad, finding out what he's been doing. And
Right. So your dad, your father, since last you saw him, has gone up in rank. Really. He now commands his own battalion of elves. Right. And yeah.
Goosebumps. Woo,
Yeah,
right
he
off
is.
the bat.
He is very, very well regarded, highly respected by the elves of the High Forest, and specifically, they are already set about the task of like removing the orcish threat from this area of the world. Like it's sort of been a blight almost, like a blight upon the land. They've been progressing more and more in number. Now it's not just all battle. There's been diplomats sent out. There's been all these sorts of endeavors to kind of reach a sort of a what do you call it there?
Truce.
A truce, yeah, something to say. You know what? You can have this, just don't take this. You know, that sort of thing's been going on, which of course the orcs have disregarded, or at least the majority have, because this is the issue. This is what's, you know, you've seen what's happened. So, but outside of that, he has been also tasked with trying to figure out what happened to Govanen. See, Govanen has a it's not a disease, right? It's not a disease. It's some sort of sorcery. And from what Govanen from what Govanen can remember, is that he was in Mirabar at the time when he was at a noble's party, right? And this noble throws grand parties, and for whatever reason on this evening things just went to hell. Everybody started to attack each other. It was like not a drunken bouts of fighting and revelry like that. It just kind of went completely violent.
Like that church scene in The Kingsman or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that. Just like it doesn't really have, and he cannot recall what happened exactly. But what he does recall is coming eye to eye with something that was wearing a hood, and the hood was moving, writhing around, and they caught sight of each other, and he felt like his very existence was being assaulted.
Okay. Well, we already know that there's some NPC got mentioned somewhere that may or may not be like a Medusa type thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
could be.
Yeah. Marlos was the name that we had attached to
We
it.
saw it in a
When we had the orb or whatever.
Tau saw it in the orb, yeah.
and the name was Floyd. Was it Floyd?
Marlos.
Yeah.
Floyd, pink.
Should have been Floyd.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was an issue. He almost felt like he was about to. He felt like he was about to die standing there, but he didn't. However, and what he did instead is despite feeling like he couldn't move, he moved and he made an advance that he doesn't remember why he would even make this advance. He was just aggravated. He was just mad all of a sudden, and he charged at this individual. And before he got there, the individual just sort of like faded and disappeared. And since then, he's had a really, really it was growing before. They did some chants and they did some spells back in High Forest, and it shrunk, right? But it's growing back again.
So he only just barely made his save.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, so there's an issue there, and that might be the reason he's also been missing a lot with his attacks.
Oh,
So
it's a curse of rolling ones.
yeah, it's a curse of rolling bad. Anyway, so that's the story.
Okay.
Hey, we have a song here. I said Floyd because you have that Floyd the cephaloid hat thing is what I was thinking. Then somebody mentioned pink. He says, all in all, it's just another Medusa in the wall.
All in all,
We
indeed.
have some songs going here, guys. Wow, so he's turning into stone.
Yeah.
Oh, we
It's a
have
bit of
to
an
fix this.
Yeah.
Heck with these stupid
They don't really know how to fix it exactly.
Death
I
wish
mean,
villagers. We got to take care of my brother.
yeah, and because of that too, your father has said specifically he has demanded. He's not asking. He's demanded that Govan go back to the High Forest with him, and they're going to try to take care of this issue. So Govan is leaving your party. So just so you know.
Fine.
Right.
What part of the High Forest?
Well, yeah, it's
the high part.
inner part. So not the outskirts, but the inner part.
The high part.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The upper part.
I appreciate that. That's good.
Right. So that's basically
Oh.
that bit of interestingness. And outside of that, I think everybody's probably gonna sleep, and probably sleep hard, because there's been a lot of labor to survive
Yes.
in this whole endeavor. And probably I think we can skip on to the next day if you guys want.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.